my Fabs creators, today I'm going to do the tag of the things that you don't see behind the scenes of a YouTube life. A lot of people think that YouTubers have the perfect life, but in reality, we all have problems and we want you to see that we're real people just like you. So now I'm going to answer a few questions so you can get to know me a little bit more. So don't forget to subscribe, hit the little bell to get a notification when I do a new video. Give a huge thumbs up and comment down below. Follow my Instagram, my Twitter, my Snapchat. Now let's start. From a 1 to 10 scale, what rating would you give your self-esteem? Well, lately I have been a little bit like, I don't know, like suffering for my self-esteem because I have gained some weight and I have always been like a super extremely thin girl, and I know I'm not fat right now and I know that there's nothing wrong about being fat. We are all beautiful, but I just don't get accustomed to this like new body because I don't feel like myself since I have always been like a extremely thin girl. Like I feel that I haven't transitioned to like this new me. I have been suffering a bit from self-esteem and I would give it like a 7, but it is for that. But I know I'm beautiful no matter what size I am. How do you think you look on social media? I think I may look like I have the perfect life, but in reality we all have like problems. I don't say like I have constant problems in my life, but there's always going to be something that's going to happen to every of us. So yeah, even if I look like I have the perfect life, I also have my problems like every other person. How do you define yourself, personality and temperament wise? Well, my personality, like super happy. I'm like a very positive person. Okay, I'm not hyper, but sometimes if I'm extremely happy, I get really hyper. But yeah, I'm also shy. I'm very shy. If you don't know me, I'm gonna be like really shy. I'm gonna be like super quiet, like, oh, I don't know you. But once I get to know you, I love talking to people. I love being with people. So I'm like, and temperament wise, I'm like mellow. My mom has always told me that I have a mellow personality because it's rare if I get like really mad. And if I do get mad, that goes away like super fast. Sometimes I even have to fake to be mad so people can take me seriously. Do you show every aspect of your life or only the good ones? Well, including all the aspects in my life includes also other people, and I don't show others people's life because of respect. Like for example, if I had a drama with somebody, I'm not going to share it online for respect to them because I know they're gonna be like, you don't have to share everything online, or you didn't have to share that making me look bad. Like if I have a vlog, like for example, if someone does something bad, I usually don't show that because I don't want the other person to look bad on camera and in front of you guys. But personally, when I'm alone and I cry, for example, I usually don't film that. But I do have a film on one of my vlogs that I haven't put up yet that I was crying, and I think I'm gonna put that so I can be more real with you guys. But also if I don't vlog it, it's because I'm not in the mood to be vlogging myself when I'm crying, and also I am an ugly crier. How do you deal or dealt with problems of all types, for example, anxiety? Well, lately I have been noticing that I'm getting social anxiety. Like when I'm in an event and I go alone because they do not let me invite a +1. The last time what happened was that I was like in a corner and I did not know what to do. I was like, I even called my dad so he could pick me up because I was so anxious. I didn't know anyone. I was like, I really don't know what to do, and then the music was so loud that I could not go and present myself to a random person because you had to scream to the other person on the ear. I'm not gonna go to a random person, hello, my name is Fabiola. No, I cannot do that. So I was literally having such an anxiety. Like I stood there and then I'm like, okay, calm yourself down. And then I was, okay, I'm calming myself down. And then I started to look for a friend, and then I noticed a friend of mine was there, but I wasn't sure if that was him. So I went to his Instagram story. When I saw that he was also in the event, I got really happy and went to him, and then my social anxiety went away. But that's how I handle it. But to say how I deal with other type types of problems, that's like a very generalized question that it all depends on the problem. But usually that I would give to you guys is communication is key. If you have a problem, go and talk to the person, because if you hold it back, then the person will never know. We don't read minds. We cannot know what's going on with you, and you can be having like trouble with somebody and they don't even know. Just communicate. Communication usually leads to unhappy endings, so that's a mature way to handle your problems. How do you feel right now? Well, right now I'm super happy because my best friend is there on the background. You cannot see her, guys, but she is close. I get super happy when she comes here. And also my cousin Tito came and I'm so happy. Woo! Well, that is about it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, give a huge thumbs up, and comment down below. Follow my Instagram, my Twitter, my Snapchat. See you later. So goodbye. Bye.
The world, blue skies and nights, winds never keeping